Well, hello and welcome people to the internet to Army of Ruin. We are back. We're looking for redemption today. Unfortunately, the last run we did in the Ancient Forest didn't go as well as I thought it was going to. These AoE builds just aren't working as well as I would like them to. Maybe there's a trinket down the road that'll help us out with damage, but right now it just feels like the AoE builds are not as strong as I would like in terms of actually getting the damage done. Could definitely be that maybe the AoE builds just have to go on something like Ariana that has extra scaling attack damage rather than attack size. You know, who really knows, but I just feel like damage isn't really going exactly where I want to. So for this one, we're gonna just go in with Ariana, just get some scaling damage and just try and get this map done. This map in general has just been kind of one that's kind of almost like holding me hostage every time I do it. This is the map that I had to do with Saul in order to do the special bosses, and like I put it on max speed and was like, oh yeah, I'll just get it done quick, and then that didn't really happen. So we're gonna go ahead and scale here. I think I'm just gonna take I mean, we could Necromancer's Gauntlet is funny. I still haven't unlocked the evolution yet. Let's go with that. We are scaling attack damage, so actually the fact that Necromancer's Gauntlet, it's definitely not the strongest weapon, right? I don't take it very often, but it does hit quite hard, and because we're going to be scaling attack damage with our level ups, it's one that we could potentially do some damage with. I think here, honestly, I'm just going to take the soul container. I just want to make sure that I can actually get this one done. That's maybe a little bit of a cowardly take, but we do get some extra attack damage from it if we do die, so I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world to take. It doesn't really synergize with what we're doing. We're not gonna go with the Viking Helm. Let's just level up the Necromancer's Gauntlets. That's fine for now. I'm not necessarily sure what I want to do in terms of build today. We're just going to kind of see where it goes. You don't always have to have a solid plan. Sometimes it just falls into place. Forcing it is not always the correct move. All right, so wave 2, we have our boss to spawn. We're definitely going to run up and do that. Sacred Effigy, fantastic. Let's do that, because we're going for a running build, where literally we just run straight, trying to get all these secret bosses done. I don't know necessarily if there is a challenge. I don't know why I hit the skill there, but now that we have it, let's just go ahead and use it to our advantage. Screw it, get the extra life. We're just going full on lives. We might not use them, but hey, we got them. Yeah, so I want to go for a running build where we basically just have super high damage. We just run straight towards the bosses, and we can get all the special bosses done. We already have the spears, so anything in front of us is just going to get just absolutely pelted. Oh, great. Now we have 3 extra lives, so we have some death insurance. Let's go for... honestly, let's just go for the magic needle. We're very far off from evolving, though. Maybe that is not the way that I should be going. Let's go with energy bolt, because then once we get fire, we have all the things we need to evolve that. Probably want the fire rate as well. That would probably be beneficial for us. We do have the speed, which I do need to evolve this. Okay, well, like I said, we're going for a running build, so let's just make that what we need to do. Energy bolts, here we go. All right, let's get running. Let's get running. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I want to do. I want the energy bolt to be pushing enemies away from us. I want the spears to just be stabbing everything. None of this is really what I want to go for. Let's go ahead and re-roll this. We do have the damage, which is the fire that we need. Okay. It's not the greatest fire, but, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. Damage is damage. Gotta also make sure that we're getting that experience on the way as well, though. Forbidden Sword is interesting. But I feel like oh, well, there's our fire rate, actually. Okay, let's go with that. And maybe that will determine what other weapons we want to go with now that we have some snow. But see, this is kind of what I wanted to do in the last episode, was just kind of like run through enemies, but unfortunately the AoE build just doesn't really have the damage to do that, which makes sense, right? Because we're not like highly focusing anybody. Let's see, so if we grab this, we can't evolve it. So do we just take the speed here? I think I'm just going to re-roll, actually, see what else we can find. Spectral Dagger is actually kind of perfect. Again, it's just that frontal attack. Oh, hang on, I want that food. It's just that frontal attack that we can just keep holding W, basically. And we just have the attacks in front of us. You know what? I'm going to take out this boss first. Nice. 2 really reasonable upgrades. Magic Staff we can also evolve, so that's kind of a reasonable pickup, I think. And that can actually, the Magic Staff is pretty good because that'll help us in these kinds of situations. I was literally just about to mention our weakness here is if we have to run, a lot of our damage falls off. Obviously, the gauntlets are doing a nice job there, picking up the slack. But having Magic Staff can also help us cover our back end. Let's worry about getting some evolutions here, though. And getting the extra spears will be super nice, because then rather than attacking directly in front of us, we'll kind of be attacking in a cone. Just have more area of coverage. Keep working on the evolutions as they come up. If we ever get one that's like all trinkets, then obviously I'm going to be forced to upgrade a trinket. But for right now, we'll just keep working on those evolutions, especially once we get to the end game. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm like really shy on evolutions and my damage is suffering because of that. And then I'm like trying to fight the final boss, trying to build up, you know, just a few extra experience points to get those evolutions. It's just gonna be a nightmare. Sweet. We love to see that. 2 weapon upgrades. Yeah, I mean, this is what I want to be seeing for damage, right? So maybe we just have to put off the AoE builds. Like I said in the last one, there might be some trinket upgrades that I just don't have yet that would drastically help out our damage on those types of builds. And so it's possible I just don't have the correct tools yet to make it work, because every time I've tried to make it work, it just falls a bit flat. So we might just have to put that one on the shelf for a little bit. You know, the full AoE build, I should say. Obviously, taking AoE skills is not the worst thing in the world, but just going 100% AoE skills, might have to table for the time being. Weapon upgrades? Nice. Yeah, I mean, we're cruising. We're 6.5 minutes in, and we're already working towards our third secret boss. Yeah, see, so like here, I'm just going to take more fire rate. And we even have basically a dead trinket, right? We have you can die several times and you'll get more attack damage. It's like, do I even consider maybe just like dying just for the damage buff? Is that even a valid strategy? Like, is that something that's like people do at higher levels? Do they actually take that just to dying? I highly doubt that, because why would you take that when you could just take this? Spectral Dagger, great. Weapon upgrades? Not okay, we at least get the one, which does give us extra shots. That's like not the worst thing in the world. I will definitely take that. Alright, we're starting to get some chunkier boys. They're taking a little bit extra effort to actually put down. But things like these spirits that used to kind of give me a little bit of trouble are just completely melting. It's funny that this is the character that I've had the most gripes with playing. However, it's also the character, knock on wood here because we haven't completed the run, but it's also the character that I've had my two, like, strongest runs with. Maybe she's not as bad as I think. Alright, now we're going to get crazy amount of upgrades here. So let's go. Get some big... Okay, that is literally not at all what I wanted to see. Okay, we got one weapon upgrade of 5. Well... you know what? I guess that's just, that's my luck for getting all weapon upgrades in the previous chests. So is there anything? Oh my god, look at how far away all the freaking upgrades are. Or not upgrades, but the, you know, power-ups. Okay, so I think what I'm going to try and do, because I haven't been able to actually, get the timing right on this yet. I would like to see if chests will allow me to get 2 evolutions, or if I can only get 1 per chest. So I'm going to hold off on getting the next chest, assuming that my next level up here is going to give me a level 5. Well, it is, but not the one that I want. I'm actually just going to take this so it gets out of the pool. I don't really want that one. I wanted the, I probably would have liked either of the others. Okay, now unless I get a level 5... Okay, I'm just going to grab this chest because I don't have level 5 yet. Okay, so there's our first level 5, and actually now we get to unlock the evolution for that, so we at least get some kind of progress here. Unfortunately, that's kind of the wrong level 5, though, because I can't evolve that one. So, it's not exactly, it's not following the plan. There we go. Okay, so we do have Energy Bolt now to level 5, so we do need one more level 5 skill that we can evolve. I am assuming that I do have the infusions, the elements to actually get that one evolved, though. No, I didn't, like, double check, and I've kind of forgotten at this point. I would assume, though, that I built this properly. If I didn't, though, then this whole bit... Yeah, okay, we can. Man, this is just not what I want to see, and I don't want to spend my coins, because I want to spend them on meta progression. Let's just go for damage. Okay, so now we have 2 options. So now, once we see the boss, we can go ahead and pick up that chest and see if we're able to get 2 evolutions at the same time or not. How far away is that chest? It's pretty close. We're just going to go ahead and grab that. Okay, so you only can get one evolution at a time. That's good to know for the future. Because there has been times that I've wondered, like, should I hold off until I get another evolution before I pick up this chest? But now that is not a concern. Yeah, and now I honestly, at this point, don't really feel like I have anything to worry about. I feel quite powerful. We're going to work on taking care of these guys, because I have a feeling that this is the same as the that wave in the graveyard, where a lot of these guys they're tougher to kill. They're not going to come directly at me, but they do drop a lot of experience. So if you're able to kill them, you get a ton of experience, but otherwise they just kind of go away after the wave is over. And this is a build that can definitely take advantage of this. Yeah, I mean, this build, it's like night and day compared to the last one we did. And this isn't even like its full form, because I basically have a dead trinket here. It's just not doing anything. Especially because of how strong this feels. Right? Like, I'm really not scared of dying. And worst case, if I got into a situation where I did feel like I was about to die, like, I still have my skill up to get 100% invulnerability. And then by that point, I mean, yeah, this is just completely different. It's 100%. Shoots projectiles that bounce on enemies and walls. I don't think I've gotten that, yeah, okay. We're just gonna completely be annihilating everything now. I don't think that's an evolution that I've actually picked up before. So pretty much at this point, I'm just kind of looking for coins. Just picking up as much money as I can. Because I do kind of need to be working on my meta progression stuff. It's something that I've kind of... Honestly, I get so overwhelmed with all the unlocks and trying to figure out, like, what makes sense to progress. Like, how do I get the most things unlocked at a time? Like, can I play a map with this character, get this weapon, do this challenge, and unlock the most things? That I kind of forget that there's meta progression as well. But, you know, just in the last episode where I swapped it up and was able to get the extra projectiles, mostly because I forgot that I forgot about it, so I had saved up a bunch of gold. And because otherwise getting 15,000 gold would have been a little bit of a challenge for me, just because I have, both in gaming and in real life, I have problems saving up gold. So, yeah, just getting that was a huge power-up. But now I feel like I can start spending on, you know, getting smaller power-ups. So things like fire rate, damage, movement speed, pickup range, all that kind of stuff. So what happens when you level up here? I'm going to be honest, I feel... Oh my god, she's going to get obliterated. Okay, yeah, so we get extra money. I was going to say, what happens when we level up and we're maxed out here. Jesus, dude, it's like not even close how different the damage was there. Oh my god. Okay, so we completed the stage. We did, oh man, okay, we did a whole, Jesus, we got a whole bunch of stuff here. All right, Steam achievements, go away. You guys can't see it, but they're covering up my, oh, I can hit continue button underneath that. Okay. Banishment, remove equipment list. Okay, so wait, new upgrade choices when all equipment is maxed out. What? That would have been helpful there. So yeah, this is kind of one of the things I'd mentioned before. I think it was in the last video where I was talking about how I would assume that the typical, like, banishment was more so what I meant. Because there's so many weapons and so many trinkets, I was going to assume that there are going to be other ways to manipulate, because otherwise it was going to be really hard to focus on a build. So that's super nice to get. Endless stages is kind of like, okay, not really at the biggest on them. Unlocked in here. So we must have done a couple of the achievements, actually, or a couple of the challenges that were hidden, because this means that we got three. This means that we got all three done. Yeah, see, like, this makes the gauntlets way better. Knowing that this is here now, this might actually be a reasonable pickup for the, maybe, for all the no-move challenges. Armor of Thorns. Enemies take 40 thorns damage when they hit you. Interesting. 50% pickup range. Not really a great trinket. Extra health, extra damage, but less experience gain. Interesting. So we got a whole bunch of unlocks there. Super, super nice. So what actually did we do here? Complete the stage with Energy Bolt. Okay, and then we have to do Armor of Thorns. And I think, if I remember correctly, is that a character? Yeah, upgrade Armor of Thorns to level 5. Okay, so we have a goal now. So that is going to, let's see, how many stars do we have? So we must have gotten to, we got to 17. Okay, so if we do one more star, we're going to get the other feature, which, yeah, so maybe we probably, well, yeah, we probably want to do this next, because then we get a new character. So, yeah, stick around. We'll do that in the next episode. Do an Armor of Thorns build. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to upgrade that, so maybe I'll do a little bit of look and see what we want to do there. Oh, you know what? Maybe actually it's Ogle's turn to come back for a little bit of redemption here on the, oh man, that she just cursed on that map. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Army of Ruin. If you did enjoy your time hanging out with me today, had some fun, would you kindly smash that like button and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more roguelite action. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.